Hello, freak bitches. What's going on? This episode of the podcast is brought to you by my all-time favorite underwear, MeUndies. It's all I wear. I used to have other underwear. I threw those bitches out. Why? Because MeUndies feels better. It's better underwear. They're more comfortable. They wick moisture away from my junk. And they look cool. In fact, they have Valentine's Day underwear. Special Valentine's Day underwear with MeUndies. You can get matching underwear for you and your little lady friend. Or you and your little boyfriend. Get a gift that looks great, feels great, and will make everyone happy. MeUndies for Valentine's Day. Fancy dinners and chocolates last a night. Flowers last a week. Give the gift of looking great and feeling great every day with the world's most comfortable underwear. They're made with Modal. It's a sustainable fabric that has a touch 3 times softer than cotton. They really do feel better. They just fucking do. I'm telling you, they feel better than regular underwear. And here's the best thing about MeUndies. They're so confident that their underwear is the best underwear that they'll give you your money back and let you keep the first pair for free if you disagree. Come on. How fucking good is that? That's a great goddamn deal. You don't get a refund on a bad fancy dinner, do you? No, you don't. No. You don't get a refund on... Well, maybe you get a refund on flowers if they suck. But that's neither here nor there. Just get yourself some MeUndies. I'm telling you, it's all I wear. The best goddamn underwear on the planet Earth. They feel great. And they offer free shipping, and for a limited time offer, listeners of this podcast will get 20% off their first order if you go to MeUndies.com/Rogan. With MeUndies' better day guarantee, you have nothing to lose, so don't wait any longer. Go to MeUndies.com/Rogan right now for 20% off your first order. That's MeUndies.com/Rogan. That's right, freak bitches. We're also brought to you by ZipRecruiter. Are you hiring people? Do you need to hire people? Well, if you need to hire people, most likely you are low on resources and human hours, right? I would say manpower, but chicks get offended. Human time. You don't have the fucking time to be going to a bunch of different job sites, posting to all those different places, monitoring the responses. Well, now there is a solution. With ZipRecruiter, you can post your job to 200 plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. You can find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. I tried to put all those words into one word. Easily to use. Easy ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. I have fucked around with their interface. It is, in fact, very clean, very easy to use. And once you use ZipRecruiter, you have no more juggling emails or calls to your office. You quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by Fortune 100 companies and thousands of small and medium-sized businesses. And right now, listeners of this podcast can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. One more time to try it for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. We did it, folks. We got through the ads. My guest for this podcast is a young man named Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk is an American serial entrepreneur, CEO, investor, author, public speaker, and internet personality. And I am very excited to talk to him. He is a dynamic and motivated individual, and if you follow his social media, you get pumped up. He's fired up. He's inspirational, motivational, and he's here right now. Come on, you fucks.
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out. The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Gary V, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, I have gotten so many fucking tweets about you. Ever since I said we were going to do this podcast, or I don't know if I announced it online or tweeted or something, man, you're doing something out there, dude. You got a lot of people behind you, a lot of people excited about you.
Well, listen, I'm super thrilled to be here. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled to talk to you.
Thanks.
You're a motivational motherfucker, man. You got a lot of people up and at 'em.
I'm super grateful. You know, it's funny. I spent the 3 years, for last year I've been okay with it, but the 3 years prior to that, I specifically didn't want to be a motivational speaker.
How come?
I was selfish in deciding that I just didn't want to be that I was more proud in my own mind of being an entrepreneur business builder who happened to have entrepreneurial tendencies. And I feel like the motivational speaker thing, by percentages can get a little ugly, gets a little kind of hollow, can get a little spammy. And for my own mind, the way I had it in my brand was I suppressed and stopped putting out the content like that I would tell my boys and my internal employees. But for last year, I embraced it a little more. And so, it's got a place. You can't, and I know you feel this because as soon as you announced it too, I got so many emails and tweets and DMs of the same thing. If you're lucky enough that some way, the way you communicate brings value to others, you need to be smart about that. And so I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think you need to be smart about it. You don't want to get greedy with it or stupid with it, or
there's a fine line between manipulation and doing the right thing.
For sure.
And for me, when I go on stage, that is my zone. That's my arena, that's my court. I just don't think anybody does it better.
Like when you give motivational speeches.
Yeah, I mean, they're usually business talks,
right.
But I'm so rah that it takes, I feel like I'm a defensive coordinator that's giving you the plays, but I'm going to give it to you we can do this, let's rip their necks, out of their body. And so when I'm up there, that and the YouTube videos and things of that nature, that's the majority of what people see of me. And that's only one version of it. And I'm very conscious of the motivational thing. I think a lot of people use motivation for their own selfishness. And I know it all plays out in 30 or 40 years, but along the way, for my own appetite, I want to balance it the right way.
Well, there's a lot of people that are doing it that they don't really do anything else. Like, I know a guy who does motivational speaking. He used to be a shitty comedian, and now he's just doing these weird motivational speeches, and they're sort of hobbled and cobbled together from other people's shit, and it's fake.
You know what? Listen, I don't judge anybody. Very honestly, I don't give a fuck. Really, I really don't. But about what other people are doing, entertainment, escapism. There's, people can say reality stars are this. People say watching football, like my beloved Jets, for 3 hours is stupid. People can judge escapism any way they want. Here's my big thing. I'm a businessman, so I talk about business content. It's not just finding your inner peace. What scares the shit out of me is everybody who fucking says that they're, a business coach and they've never made a fucking dollar outside of selling other people how to make a dollar. And that whole scheme is basically sell other people on how to make a dollar.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to go down that path. And I think I can look the part very quickly. And that's why I suppressed it for a little while. But then in the last 3 or 4 years, I've built a very large agency, a media agency. And so I think I felt good that I went and executed again, just like I did when I built the wine business. So I filled that bucket of building another big business, which makes me feel more comfortable to go out and do the content and being out there.
Well, there's definitely value in giving people motivation. There's definitely value that other people get from it. It's a real positive thing, and there's ripples that come off of that. And I feel like I gain a lot from a lot of people that are motivational. I get a lot out of it. I love it when they're real.
Yeah.
It's hard to find. You got to find out who's a real health expert and who's a bullshit artist that has sort of compiled and remembered a bunch of things that other health experts have actually studied and done
It's headline
research
reading
on.
Headline reading versus practitionership.
Right.
And I couldn't
right.
even imagine what you guys are dealing with. Being at the top of the sphere of this important medium, you must get bombarded, and it takes work. Like, I've been able to navigate who I want to